Hey guys, it's Host over here. I hope you guys are all having a great day, because today I'm bringing you guys pretty much class ups for people that are new and maybe people that are not even new to the game. I'm currently Prestige 3. You guys can go and add me right now on Xbox One. My gamer tag is X13Host. I will be talking to you guys pretty much in another video on me joining X13, and I'm really excited about that. I'll be talking to you guys about that in another video. So today I'm going to be bringing to you guys pretty much the best class setups for pretty much everything for at the start of Call of Duty, because I know that a lot of people are getting the new Call of Duty by Christmas, which is actually this week. So probably you guys are going to be getting Call of Duty for Christmas, and when you get on the game, you're not going to be sure what gun you want to use. So I'm here to pretty much guide you guys to what gun is the best right now and what happened to the weapons, because I know a lot of people were saying that the bar was very powerful, but it got a couple of nerfs, and I don't find it's really the best gun right now in the game. So now we're going to be looking pretty much at each class that we can do, and I'm going to be showing you guys for the people that are new and the people that are not new to Call of Duty World War II. Just for this example, I'm going to be taking this last class, and if you're starting off on Call of Duty, if you're starting off on Call of Duty World War II, they'll be asking you to unlock one of these divisions. So we have Infantry, Airborne, Armored, Mountain, and Expeditionary. So all of these classes have different weapon variants that you're going to be able to use, and each class helps you out. Like if you're using Infantry, for example, you're going to want to have a rifle on your class. So the first rifle that you're going to unlock on the game is pretty much the M1941. This weapon is pretty much the standard weapon on Call of Duty. It's not overpowered, it's not sucky, but it's just not a great weapon. For at the start, it's a great weapon. It's better than the M1 Garand. It really depends your playstyle. If you're someone that really likes more camping, I would recommend you go more with the M1 Garand. But for me, I'm going to be going with the M1941 because I find it's the best pick for when you're starting at Call of Duty. I actually have different weapon variants. If you're new to the game, you might not know what these are. These are epic variants and heroic variants. For now, I have this epic variant, another epic variant, and a heroic variant. I got these in boxes, and by using armory credit, you could get some epic versions. So I'm just gonna put on this heroic version. And if you're starting off, you probably don't have everything. You probably have like espionage, launcher, and that's pretty much it. Or maybe these three, I'm not even sure. The one you're going to be using at the start is really espionage. It's not that bad. It was really overpowered at the start of Call of Duty. Pretty much what this perk does is that when you shoot someone or you damage anyone in the enemy team, your team will be able to see them for, I think, 6 seconds on a map. So that's pretty good. I still find it's a little bit overpowered. So yeah, I'm going to be showing you guys now pretty much what you guys can do with this weapon. If you're using it at the start, the iron sight is not terrible. It's not the worst iron sight, but it's not that good. On the heroic version, it's really terrible, I find, compared to the normal version, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm just going to show you guys. On normal version, it's not that bad. You can actually get away with it. It's not that terrible. But if you're going with that heroic version, you really need a scope on it. So for me, let's say you don't have the heroic version, what you're going to want to do is actually, if you like the iron sight, you could actually use something else. So I like to use quick draw, the grip, and the iron sight, but you guys can also put rapid fire extended mag. It really depends on what you guys like the most. So I'm going to put a reflex sight. I'm going to be showing you guys pretty much how good it is. So everyone's pretty much shooting at those targets. So it's not that bad. It's good from medium to close range. Long range is good as well. So for starting up, it's really a great gun. But if you are using the infantry class and you want a rifle, and you're already, like, let's say at Prestige 1 or something, and you're not sure which gun to use on your Prestige token, personally, the best guns for me that I've been using is really the FG42 and the bar. I've been using a little bit the SVT40. It's not that bad. It's I think it's 3 shots, kill someone, or 3 or 2 shots. It's really good, but I don't really like it that much because it's a semi-automatic gun. For an automatic gun, I really consider the FG42. It's really a great gun. It's a little bit less fast. Like the fire rate is a little bit less good than the bar, but it has a lot more damage, I find. Like it takes 3 bullets to kill an enemy. So let's say you want to use the FG42. I have, I think I have actually 2 heroic versions of it. Yeah, I have this heroic version and this heroic version, so I'm gonna use this one. The iron sight, if I'm not mistaken, I think it was pretty good on this one. Let me go and see. Yeah, so on this one, the iron sight is actually not that terrible. I find it actually really good. But let's say you don't like the iron sight, you can always use a reflex. And instead of espionage, I would say that you maybe go for primed, since you can have that extra attachment. So what you want to do, if you know that you're going to be running and gunning and not really going from long range, I would say that you really go for a quick draw. Just like that, you're going to be able to sight down enemies a lot faster. Maybe go with a reflex sight, rapid fire, and I would say extended mag. That's pretty much what I would be running as a class with FG42. Be the class I'll be using for the infantry division. Now we're going to go for the Airborne Division, which is actually more of an SMG type of class. So the first gun you're going to be starting off with is a grease gun and the PPSH. I would highly recommend you guys go for a PPSH. The grease gun is a great gun. I love that gun at the start of Call of Duty. But the PPSH is actually by far right now the best gun on Call of Duty World War II, everyone's saying. So I would go with the PPSH, and if you have the epic version, probably at the start of Call of Duty you don't have it. But if you have the epic version, then I would highly recommend you guys go ahead and use that one because the iron sight is a little bit better. So for this gun, I would actually recommend you guys go with this class setup. So I would say probably quick draw, grip, and rapid fire. That's pretty much what I would be using on this weapon. If ever you guys don't have those stuff unlocked yet, just keep on grinding with that gun and you guys should be unlocking that very shortly. So now we're going to be going into firing range, and we're going to be showing you guys pretty much what this looks like. So yeah, this is pretty much the best class up you guys should have for the SMGs. Now we're going to move on to my favorite class, which is armored. I'm kidding. I've rarely seen people use armored. People usually just use armor because they want prestige it to get a V2 rocket. So let's say you're someone that really likes the light machine guns in Call of Duty, which is rare, but it happens that people really like light machine guns in Call of Duty. We're gonna want to actually go for his LMG. I'm not really sure. I would maybe go, if you really want to be long range and you want to have maybe a gun that's a little bit more powerful and has a little bit less of a big fire rate, I would go with the Bren. The Bren is really a good gun for long range. It's really slow, but as you guys can see it, 2 shots. The bullets are extremely powerful, but if you want something that has maybe a bigger fire rate, so that you can maybe be close range, well, maybe this one would be good. But then again, I'm not pro of LMGs. Personally, I've been using the Lewis a lot. The Lewis is not that bad also. Pretty much the Lewis is the one that I've been using the most. So if you're using an LMG, I would highly recommend you guys go for, let's say, an optic sight, maybe a grip, and I would say a quick draw, just like that you guys could sight down people a lot faster. Yeah, so that's pretty much what I would do for the LMG classes, but as I said, I'm not really good with LMGs. Now we're going to go to one of my favorite classes for real, which is the mountain class. If you guys love quickscoping, this is really a class you guys should really always use when you're quickscoping. So now I'm going to be going through the best quickscoping classes for you guys, because that's really something that I do on a daily basis on Call of Duty is quickscoping. I'm going to have another montage coming out next week if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, what you guys are going to want to do is actually, if you're starting off from Call of Duty, the only gun you actually have is the Lee Enfield, which is really underrated for what I see. It's it hit markers, but if you're over the waist, it shouldn't hit marker. So you have to have your aim on just a little bit more. So let's say you're starting off, what you're gonna want to do actually as class is maybe put on the Lee Enfield. I only have 2 epic versions of it, so I'm gonna put this one. I'm gonna put a diamond camo just for the heck of it. And what you're gonna want to do is actually maybe put out Lookout. It's actually pretty good if you don't have primed yet. If you have primed, just put on primed. What you're gonna want to do is actually probably put, it depends, the optic sight. I don't really like it that much using the optic sight. I've been trying and use it a bit more, but I'm still not used to it. So what I would highly recommend if you guys don't like using the optic sight is really going for the ballistic and rapid fire, or you could go ahead and put a full metal jacket if you want a little bit less hit markers. Extended mag on the Lee Enfield, I think you don't really need it. It already has at the base 10 bullets in the magazine, so you don't really need extended mag that much. So this is pretty much what I would be using if you're starting off on Call of Duty. But if you want to use the Lee Enfield and you're already like, let's say Prestige 1, you can put the Lee Enfield with primed and maybe put ballistic. So this would be maybe a perfect class setup for the Lee Enfield. Let's say if you're using the Springfield, this would be maybe the highly recommended class I would do for you guys. I have a heroic variant for it, and also a diamond camo. I put gold for fun of it, but diamond camo looks really good on heroic versions. So this is pretty much a class up that I would do. It's really a nice gun with a heroic version.
Oh my god!
And it's really good. It doesn't have any hit markers with it compared to the Lee Enfield. I'm gonna show you guys real quick just how it shoots. So as you guys can see, you guys are gonna have a lot more hit markers with the Lee Enfield, and I think it's a little bit slower than the Springfield. Oh no, they're about the same speed. So if you're using, if you have the Springfield, I would highly recommend you guys use that. But what you also want to be maybe using is the gun that everyone's using for quickscoping, which is a Car 98. This is a class setup that I have for it. Pretty much the same thing as the Springfield. I just slapped on the Car 98. I do not have a heroic version for it or an epic version even for it, so I really can't wait to get that one of these 3 skins for it. So yeah, this is pretty much for quickscoping, which is maybe something that you guys would want to try out on Call of Duty. If you used to love quickscoping on other Call of Duties that were boots on the ground, you're gonna love quickscoping in this game. It's a little bit harder without the aim assist, but it's pretty good and it's really fun once you get used to it. So yeah, now we're going to be getting into the last class, which is Expeditionary, which is actually a shotgun class. So if you guys like shotgunning, I would highly recommend you guys just go for the first shotgun. That's the one that I've been using the most. It's really the best one I find. And I would go with Hustle if you want a run and gun, and rapid fire and extended mag. That's what I would do for the shotgun class. So what Expeditionary does, pretty much, if you guys didn't know, if you press left on the D-pad, you guys can pretty much have shotgun rounds. So why I put Hustle on, it's pretty much that you could sprint and reload at the same time, and you reload a lot faster. So it's a lot better. Like, let's say you have a lot of enemies in front of you, you could just reload, and it's a lot better for you guys. So yeah, that's pretty much it, all the class setups. I'm gonna show you guys real quick what my classes are. So the first class I have is Car 98. First class is a Car 98 that I tried out with infantry. I wanted to put the ballistic with it just to see the difference I would do. That was really just a test class. I have this Car 98 class for the Mountain Division, the Springfield. I have the bar, which I use a lot less right now, but if you guys want to use a bar, this is a perfect class setup for you guys. I have the PPSH class right here, as I showed you guys. This is what I've been using. I've been testing it out. You guys could also use this in your class. I also have the FG42 over here, and also the Springfield. So that's pretty much it for this video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please leave a like and comment. Tell me if you guys like these kind of videos where I show you guys tips and tricks. So yeah, that's pretty much it. If you guys are on Xbox One, don't forget, you guys could add me. I will be adding everyone that's adding me on Xbox One. So my gamer tag is right up there. It's X13host. Subscribe with post notifications on. Just click that little bell icon right next to the subscribe button, and you'll be notified whenever I put a new video on my channel. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.